everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The wait is over. It's time for Super Bowl 53. The biggest day of the year on the NFL calendar has arrived, and what a matchup we have in store for us. This promises to be an incredible contest as these teams do battle for the Lombardi Trophy. It's the Raiders going up against the Vikings. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Oakland Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Hey, we go rally. All right, here we go.
Carr to the throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Be ready.
the sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Everson Griffin was a valuable reserve for most of his career, but has really blossomed since entering the starting lineup.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. And a look at the defense now. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. On the move to his left. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the I. Bridgewater with a keeper. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset I. Now McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here again is McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Diggs going in motion right. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Oh, we playing YouTube now. All right.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
McKinnon here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To the air on second down. It's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Caught the tight end Walford. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. So 2nd and 10 here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. First down and goal to go from the 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. McKinnon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time. On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 49 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
So 20 yards to go here on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming up? And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They run once more with McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Here's McKinnon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a 1st.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Carr going to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to his... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, motion, down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.